team getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jason Tatum.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Yang in at the 5. And for San Antonio, Jalen Brunson out there with Green. Then there's Wembanyama.
Here we go.
Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Gordon in at the 4. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. So great to be here on the day before Thanksgiving, whetting our appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg. It gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Outside Gordon. Back to Green. Brunson outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Brown. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's Yang. Shoots over Vassell. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pritchard against Green. And Brunson has it in the corner. Vassell was screened on Pritchard. Got a piece of it. And taken away by Brown. Green finds Wembanyama. Brunson with a clean look. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got a second bucket tonight.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Driving inside. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Green. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Pritchard with the ball, guarded by Green. Pritchard with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. That'll put Derek White on the line. That's on Jalen Brunson. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
And that one falls for White.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team-level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Here's Wembanyama. He had 15 points last out. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires the 3, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And right now, a brief look at the power rankings here at the end of November. It's interesting to see how the teams compare. You look at the Timberwolves, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Spurs, they've simply been on fire lately, ripping off 5 straight wins to help maintain that #1 spot. And with each additional victory, they're becoming more and more confident.
Now here's White. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Tatum. Out to the right wing. Here's Yang. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Green passes to Wembanyama. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the basket by Vassell.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's White. Gordon with the defensive effort. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Finish off the break. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Here's Brown. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Pritchard against Green. Pass to Vassell. And Brunson has it in the corner. Here's Green. Pops in the layup for 2. Green's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Brown outside. Shoots over Vassell. They get the rebound. Here's White. Great D that time from Green. Spurs leading by 3. From 18 feet away, and it's San Antonio with another.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Bagley, he's checked in. Celtics trail by 5. We've got Jalen Brunson. Wembanyama's out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Green, and it's Vassell in at the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Count it.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Clark outside. Pass to Green. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
That is a sweet-looking stroke from someone 7'4".
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Gonzalez passes to Wilson. Here's Lowe. And it's off from three-point range. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Oliver Force on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Guys?
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Spurs. Pritchard, he's checked in.
Wow, And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pritchard passes to Riley. Here's Lowe. Outside Wilson, pass to Lowe. Shot clock at 5. Over Brunson. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Lowe. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Green against Pritchard. Green dishes to Gordon. Green in the high post. He's got 10. Here's Lowe. Brunson covering. Lang in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Gordon a screen. Green kicks to Gordon. To the inside. Vassell, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Wilson with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Shot's good by Wilson.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pritchard against Green. Vassell outside. Back to Green. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Brown outside. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 4. Yang passes to Riley. Brown against Brunson. Brown deciding where to go with it. Riley. Yang, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. He's got 8.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Wembanyama, a screen. Floats it up for Wembanyama.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Brown with it. He has 7. Over Green. Brown, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Wilson. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
And he makes the first. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Green. 12 points for him. Green draws the double. And here's Brunson outside. And Boston with the rebound. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Tatum passes to Riley. It's Brown on the wing. Looking to end his cold spell, and Brown throws it down hard.
Timeout.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Five on the floor. And here is and so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's two great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Boston Celtics.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole! All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss. 4 players involved to get this one across the front office desks. Fellas, who's the biggest impact player here?
I think John Collins will fold seamlessly into this rotation.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Celtics trail by 6. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Yang in at the center, filling out the middle.
And White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Gordon kicks to Green. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Green's got 17.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
6 to shoot. And it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Celtics passing it around. Here's Tatum. No good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And they continue to control the glass.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Green in the post, and it's blocked. Pushing it up. Brown with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything. Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and on the glass.
And so he makes both from the line. Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is, he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Brown dishes to Tatum. It's White on the wing, guarded by Green. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. Out to White. The 3. Boston again missing.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the 3rd quarter.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 5 points so far.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Pritchard against Green. Tipped away. Stolen by Tatum. Jumps up. Tatum finishing off the break.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
Pass to Wembanyama. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wembanyama has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Spurs. And here's White. There's the lob to up top to Jaylen Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown, polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Here's Brunson to the middle. Wembanyama.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now White. He's got 9. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And both free throws good for White.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
San Antonio leading by 6, and they pick up 2. Vassell's got his second bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Brown against Vassell. It's blocked.
He's known as a solid defender. Vassell is good at using his length to erase shots.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Pritchard with the screen on Brunson. And here's Brown outside. Doesn't go for it. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Outside Gordon. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oh, Tatum. Whoa! Tatum camping off the alley-oop.
That's an easy finish for Tatum, and he'll spike as many of those as he can get.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Vic. Celtics trail by 5. We've got Devin Vassell. Jalen Brunson out there with Green. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Gordon in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Pritchard against Green. Outside Gordon. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Gordon's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for San Antonio. Brown against Vassell. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. Nice defense by Vassell.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Wembanyama finds Green. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Vassell outside. They kick it out to Green. And the Spurs another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Celtics trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brown the pass to Riley. Looking to end the run. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green against Pritchard. The drive by Green misses the easy stuff. Celtics have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Busted. No good that time either.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 sets.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. From past the arc, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Both teams will make substitutions. From the arc, hands it from downtown. Green's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving away the wow.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Spurs leading by 19. Gordon with a screen on Pritchard. Picked his pocket. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Tatum. And he lays it straight in. Tatum's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Pritchard against Green. Vassell outside. Looking to get it going. And the dunk by Brown.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
Gordon with a screen on Pritchard. It's good. And there's a block called on the play. He'll get one free throw.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Free throw good, Green. Now here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Green whips down the board.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got 37.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Brunson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Green. Shoots over White. It's good on the putback.
As a coach, that would drive me nuts. Wembanyama is the first guy you need to get a body on.
Outside White. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Green kicks to Brunson. Back to Green. And with so many teams, Dan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Oh, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama! Good as Green picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Brown the pass to Tatum. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.